Hello, sweetheart. I know you told me not to call you at work, but you should be on your lunch break right about now, and that's like a break at work, so it doesn't really count as work, right? So that means I can call you, and that's why I called you. I know this is 5 minutes before you'd usually take your lunch break, but don't worry. I know you're taking it 5 minutes early because I looked at your tracker, and you moved into the lunchroom already. So don't worry, you don't have to explain yourself to me. And that's a good thing, actually, that you don't have to explain yourself to me. Because I'm sure talking would make it hard for you to eat and enjoy your food, so you know what? You don't have to talk, just focus on eating and chewing your food. I love hearing your voice, but I also love hearing you chew as well, so it's not a problem. After all, I love all of your sounds, from your breathing to your heartbeat. And it's better this way, don't you think? You can focus on eating your food, and I can just focus on talking to you. Which is good, because I love talking to you. Because I love you. I just wish I could kiss you through the phone. Maybe cuddle you too a bit. I know we're still talking at this very moment. Well, I'm still talking at this very moment. But what I'm trying to say is it's just so lonely without you here, in my rope. Well, okay, maybe not in my rope. I know we had that discussion already, and the therapist said I need to dial things back a little bit if I want to maintain this relationship. Yes, as well as my criminal record. A good therapist, by the way. They really take that confidentiality to heart. But anyway, I've just been so lonely without you here. I just want your arms around me. Maybe a head pat or two? Or 98? I love you, and I miss you. I know I'm talking to you at this very moment, but I really love you and miss you. I'm just so bored without you here. I've run out of things to do. I've been playing with my doll of you, but it's just not the same. There's only so many times I can play out our future wedding with it. I've played out all the different scenarios. From a wedding in a church, to one on a cruise ship, to one on a grave of that person that hit on you. You name it. And there's a lot of different scenarios we could take for our wedding, so that should tell you how many times I played pretend with your doll. And you know I love you, so I was thinking of different pet names I could call you. I thought maybe you'd like it and think it was sweet if I changed things up, and use different pet names for you frequently. That's why I brought out a notebook and started brainstorming ideas for different pet names. Like, darling, honey, sweetie, dear, precious, love, sugar, and even old people ones like honeybunch. I think I ran out of pet names in the English language, actually. So that gave me an idea. What if I used pet names from different languages? Isn't that pretty neat? So I was looking up pet names in a bunch of different languages, and the short version of it is that I can say sweetheart in 75 different languages now. With proper pronunciation, obviously, because I never do anything half-heartedly if it's for you. Well, I think it's proper pronunciation, but I can't really get a native speaker for every last language. But now, this way, I can express my affection to you in so many different ways that you'll just never get tired of it. And you deserve that kind of effort because you're worth it, and I love you. I love you, sweetheart. But yeah, I'm done with all that now, and now I'm all out of things to do without you. I'm lonely. I'm bored. I've just been reduced to trying to make you in different types of food. I'm talking about things like baking cookies in the shape of your face, or making gummies that look like you, or doing latte art of you. I'll send you the pictures, though they actually turned out quite well. You can have them when you get home if you want. But the point is, look how lonely I am without you. It's a tragedy, I tell you. One you could just solve by quitting your job and just let me be the sole breadwinner. But I know you must be suspicious of my offer as always. You must assume that I'm thinking, oh, well, I just want you to be financially dependent on me so that you can never leave me. And to be fair, yeah, you've kind of got a point there. That would be pretty swell. I'm also offering it to care for you, because I love you. I'd never abuse my financial control over you. Too much, anyway. I might demand half an hour of cuddles every day before I grant you internet access. Or I'll demand one forehead kiss for every 10 calories of food I give you. Okay, maybe I would abuse my power quite a bit. But can you blame me, though? You're just so precious. I want to look at every one of your atoms under a microscope so I can figure out just how you're so perfect. Gosh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. So, how was your day so far? I can't believe I didn't ask you about your day yet. I was just talking about mine. How could I be so self-centered? Are you alright? Is it too hot? Too cold? Do you need me to come over and bring you a sweater? Maybe some hot chocolate? How's the humidity? Is it too humid for you? Oh, I hope you're alright. Are you itching anywhere? Oh, if only I was there with you. I could itch your back and everywhere else. How are your co-workers? Are they nice to you? Oh, I hope they're nice. But not too nice. Because you're mine, and I don't want them getting any ideas. I wrote my name all over you in invisible ink while you were sleeping. You're mine, 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 and they just need to respect that. So I hope they're politely but professionally nice to you. Just not too nice. A little nice. Also, how is your boss? Are they giving you too much work? I really hope they aren't, because that would be very dangerous for their health. I mean, my basement looks like an armory. I've got so many weapons I could arm an entire platoon. Oh, and for reference, a platoon is maybe 16 to 44 soldiers? Or maybe more like 9 to 100. It kind of depends. But the point is, I have a lot of weapons, and I know how to use them. So your boss really shouldn't be giving you a hard time. Otherwise, I'd have to resort to... Sorry. I know we've talked about this with a therapist. I have to find peaceful solutions. Relatively peaceful. And, okay, the therapist just said peaceful and not relatively peaceful. That's just something I said, but still. I need to find more peaceful solutions to my problems. But what am I even saying? You never even told me that your boss was giving you a hard time. I guess I just worry about these things. My mind always wanders to the worst case scenario just because I'm so anxious and paranoid and protective of you. But I'm only so protective of you because you're just so wonderful. And I love you. I love you so much. How's your lunch, by the way? You're eating the one I packed for you, right? I mean, I know I slipped you some money so you could buy lunch just in case you forgot yours, but I'd really rather you eat the one I made for you. I put so much care into it. I even got you the lunchbox that has hearts all over it and says, in a relationship. And that's to say nothing of the food itself. I made it with approximately 1 pound of love. That's about 453 grams, by the way. So you've got 453 grams of love in there, just waiting eagerly to provide you with nutrition. And you can eat it guilt-free because, although love tastes good, it doesn't have any calories. So it's the best flavouring. Only the best for you, darling. I love you. So that's why you should eat the lunch I made for you. So, are you eating it? Well, I guess you can't respond because you're busy chewing. But that's okay. I can just listen to the sound of you chewing a little more closely and... Yeah, that sounds like you're eating the lunch I made for you. Oh, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Sorry, I know that's Such a weird thing to be able to do. It's a weird skill to have, isn't it? To be able to tell roughly what someone's eating just by listening to them chew. But when you've been listening to things as long and intensely as I have, you tend to develop some pretty sharp ears. It's easy to develop them when I'm always listening to you so attentively. I always get so anxious when you're on the phone with someone. What if you found someone else? But no, it always ends up just being that you were calling to order a pizza or something. So maybe I shouldn't be so anxious when you're on the phone. I mean, you're on the phone right now, but that isn't making me anxious, because you're on the phone with me. So, that's an obvious exception. Oh, that's not what I meant, but you probably get what I mean, right? Of course you do. I'm overthinking things, aren't I? Oh, I always overthink things. I'm just making things more difficult than they have to be. But things don't have to be difficult with you, because you're always so understanding. When I mess things up, I don't have to be so stressed, because I know you won't blow things out of proportion. Like when I picked your lock for the 15th time, or when I climbed through your window. You just never made a big deal out of things, and that's why I love you. One of the reasons, anyway. If I listed all the reasons I have to love you, then we'd be here all day. And as much as I'd love to talk to you on and on forever, your lunch break is going to end eventually, isn't it? Then you'll have to get back to work, and you won't be able to talk to me. Until you get off work, anyway. Maybe I should wait outside your workplace? That way I can pick you up after work and we can be together on the way home. Oh, but last time I was waiting outside your workplace, people acted as if I was stalking you. Isn't that funny? Me, stalking you? Just because I was waiting outside for a few hours. I haven't stalked you in, what has it been now? 3 weeks? See, I'm completely reformed. Though, I suppose I do have that tracker in you. Is that a form of stalking? Oh, I don't think it counts. When I think of stalking, I think of hiding in the bushes while I watch you go about your day and kick soda cans on the sidewalk or whatever other majestic thing you're doing that day. I kinda lost my train of thought here. Oh, found it again. I love you. Oh, that's my train of thought. But I love you. I love you. I can't wait for you to get home. But I suppose I should hang up soon. To let you enjoy your lunch, and then you can get back to work. Okay, I'll hang up. Now. Okay, not now. Maybe in just a few seconds. Okay, now. Wait, no, that was another false alarm. Can you blame me? I just don't want to hang up on you. Oh, this is torture. How can I hang up on you? Okay, I'm going to hang up now.